So guys,
What's going on?
well,
Routine day, right?
well, from both of you, just take us through the touchdown play. What was the call? And just take us through it.
It was 4 verticals. Before the drive, they pretty much told me how many timeouts like that. I had 1 timeout. I just had to the goal was get the ball in field goal range. And to the grace of God, we got more than a field goal, and we got a W.
It's Murray.
Like you said, we called all 4 verticals, and the guy stopped his feet, and I just ran past him. Crew gave me a chance to make a play.
So no double move. He just okay.
He just wasn't ready.
How did it feel for you to be the guy this time?
I mean, it felt amazing. I mean, I love the fact that Cookie finally gave me another chance, and we got us a game winner together.
What did you find on that last drive that it seemed like you were struggling to find all day long?
I wouldn't say struggling. Of course, I could have had better throws, made better decisions, but it's just a sense of urgency that I have. Since high school, I've been good under pressure. So it seemed like when I'm under pressure, that's when I play best. Landon made a great catch, got us to the 40-something, and then when I got down there, I'm like, all right, I could calm down a little bit more. But they gave me 4 verts. I just took a chance. Is that what I'm here for? Take chances and win games.
It seemed like there were a couple of times it looked like they were disguising some coverages on you and throwing some different looks. How much adjustment did it take to get that this game?
They did a decent job disguising. But it was the same thing from practice. Really can't say nothing about that. Coach came with me after the game was like, man, you pretty hard to game plan for it. But I just treated it like practice basically. Decisions that I made was okay, but they could have been better. Can't really do nothing about that. Just move forward and watch film tomorrow and just move forward from that and get ready for next week, Tennessee State.
Was Jamari the first guy you were looking at on that play?
I say 1A, 1B. I was trying to look for my 2 seams because I know they was going to go cloud with the boundary and the safety was going to come down, something like that. So I was trying to look for my seams again where I hit Landon on. But just an instinct that I had, I just seen Jamari running wide open. I can't really not throw that the game with it. So credit to them guys. They played a hard-fought game actually. They made it tough on me to see where I'm going with the ball and make plays, but credit them guys on that play.
He was so open on that play. Were you worried about overthrowing him?
Nah, because like I tell them in practice, if y'all that open, I'm not going to try to throw it with all my might. I'm trying to put it on you. And that's just what I did. After the game, I was like, dang, I really threw it. The win is a win for me.
When they scored, what was the sense on your all sideline? Was there a sense that the playoffs and all this could be teetering right now?
No. I know for me personally, I didn't look at that. At the end of the day, we still got to go out and play. They gave us a shot, which they shouldn't have, because the offense that we have, that's just what we're here for. They offer scholarships to win games, to play hard, fight games, and that's exactly what we did.
Joining us after their offensive session, Jalen Joyce and Juan Stallmeyer.
Quan, take us to the interception play.
First of all, I got to say, God is good. That's my first pick ever, but I got to give one to him first. And second, to my D-line, they forced the quarterback to make a bad throw, and I was in the right position to pick it. And everything went in slow motion. I didn't think I was going to ever get to the touchdown, man, but I got there, and I'm happy I was able to have my team to a victory. Ever come
Quan, it looked like you were just kind of jogging to the end zone.
Yeah, it was like a I was like
Full speed.
I wouldn't say jogging. I was trying to embrace the moment, Everything was in slow motion. It was like, yes, finally. It felt good, man. It's just great. I don't know how I feel right now.
On the defensive side of things, you held them without a touchdown until that last one. How well did you feel like you guys played defensively all day long, and then what happened on that play?
Well, I felt like we played good enough to win. We didn't even play up to like we used to play, because at the end of the play, when they score that touchdown, that's the worst mistake you can ever make. Because in the clutch situation, we out on defense to end the game, and we didn't do that. We gave up a touchdown. which caused them to almost run overtime. But thank you for, you know, Coop, Jamar, and the offense, man. They saved the day, and we had to come out and just start them one more time, and that was the game.
To both of you, I asked them this question, but when they scored, was there a sense that a lot of things you've been hoping for all season might be on the edge?
Honestly, when they scored that touchdown, like, we got a good quarterback in Coop, we got good offensive players, and we got a good line. So I'm just like, we get the ball in their hands, it's time for them to shine now, and that's exactly what they did. In 2 plays, I think, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Got the ball in the end zone, and God is good, man, 'cause that was a hell of a game.
For the 2 defensive guys, on that touchdown, on Hester's touchdown, did you guys see him get as open as we saw him in the press box?
Oh yeah, we seen the whole thing. I'm looking for everything. We need to score. We need to score. Somebody. But yeah, I seen him. I was just, you know, at the end of the day, when the ball was in the air, he was wide open. I knew he was gonna make the catch. It's just about hope no flags on the play to bring it back, you know. After that,
There was one.
It was one.
Celebration though.
They ain't take the touchdown the way he did it.
Yeah, take the touchdown.
Hey, we gonna have to celebrate, yeah.
How was it for you? I know in the 18 game, you know, y'all drove down and wasn't able to get the win in that one, but you're able to do it tonight. How big is that confidence boost to be able to score late, you know, bounce back after, you know?
I mean, the difference between this game and last game, it's this game is later on, so we learned from our mistakes from the A&T game. I mean, of course, we all know how the A&T game ended, but this game, it's like we knew we had to score. We actually had a sense of urgency today. So I mean, really can't say nothing about that. I mean, God is good, man. I was thinking if I threw it, like, 'cause that was a gutsy throw. Like, at the end of the day, it was gutsy. Like, oh man, that shit crazy.
Gutsy, lucky, we still won.
Hey, man,
That's all that matters.
But back to the question, we just learned from our mistakes. We just stayed poised. Didn't matter what circumstance we was in. That's all.
For Jalen and Quan, their quarterback looked like he was tough to chase around. He kind of knew he hasn't played a lot this year. Is that what you expected from him?
Yeah, we knew he could run, but you know, watching film, he's faster than he is on film, you know, because when you're out there with him, he getting away from him. It's like, we got to kick it in the extra gear, you know. But, you know, we did a decent job containing him, but we didn't do the most great job, but we did an all right job.
Everybody good? All right, thank you guys.
All right, we good?
Yes, sir, ready when you
Good, I can laugh now, I ain't gotta cry, so it's, you know, you need a game like that every now and then, so. We hadn't had to win many like that around here, but it's, you know, fortunate, I'll say that, you know, just, let them hang around, and I said all week, you know, they're definitely good enough to beat you. They were 11 points away from being tied at the top of the conference, you know, and so they still got that type of a football team. And so we played really good defensively, which, you know, of course, you know, kept us in the game, kept us most of the game with a 2-score lead. And, you know, for whatever reason, we just couldn't get anything going offensively. Now, I think they had a lot to do with that. You know, I had to go back and watch the tape, but I thought they played really well. I thought they tackled well. I thought the coverage was really good. They covered us. They wasn't a lot open, and we got in a lot of 3rd and long situations. We weren't consistent enough run the football, you know, to get us in, you know, 3rd and manageable. You run it, pick up a yard or 2, throw it incomplete. You're in a 3rd and long situation. You try running it back to back, and pick up 2 yards, 1 yard, and you're in 3rd and long situation. So we do a good job on 3rd downs, but I think they had something to do with that. I mean, we got too many 3rd and longs, and I had to go back and count those. And then old turnover bug come back and bit us in the second half. And you know, I do think you know, Coop was a little off. I thought he threw the ball high. He wasn't very accurate today. It's usually his deal. He's usually really accurate. And, you know, wasn't any wind. It was a beautiful day, so I don't know what the reasoning is for that. I do think we were ready to come out and play, you know, but so kind of like I did in team room. Sometimes you just get in a game where stats don't matter. I mean, you can throw a stat page out the window, you know, and a win's a win. You know, we found a way to win the game, you know, on that last drive right there, which was huge, you know. like I said, defensively we played pretty well all day, and you give up, we didn't get there. We didn't get the ball on the ground. They scored, and you go for two, and get it. And you're down with a minute, 6 left, and you got to go make plays. And offense hadn't made many plays all day, and they make a few plays. So when it counted, they made enough plays to win the game. So. Very proud of that. Take my hat off to Coach Simpson and his bunch. I knew I was talking to him before the game. I knew he'd have them ready to play. It's just what else they got to play for. They're winning 7. They knocked us off. It kind of salvages the season. So you knew it was going to be like their Super Bowl, and they played like that. And take my hat off to their guys. They had a lot to do with how we played today. So we got some things we got to correct, but I think it's all correctable.
You mentioned their coverage earlier in the game. There was a play. Y'all are deep on your end. They bring everybody up, and then it kind of baits that slant to Josh, and then they bring a corner all the way over from the other side of the field and make a play on it.
Yeah.
And then you call the 4 verticals on that last one. Did one thing have anything to do with the other thought process?
Well, I think in that situation, the first ball was big. When we hit Landon down the seam and got the momentum going. That was a great throw and catch. And then we completely, Coop made a good decision dropping the ball down. He'll come back and have a route call, and he dropped the ball down to Jalen and picked up 6 or 7. We didn't take the time out to him. We just come back and run verticals again, and they just kind of forgot about Jamar. The corner, like he was in cover 2, and safety didn't get over the top, and Coop saw it. So it was a good throw and catch there, and they had a little bust on coverage, which was good for us. But I thought that was that first ball that you get in those type of drives, I think is big. So that was huge. But I think coverage wise, you 3rd down anytime, 3rd and long, defense got advantage. So they went a big pressure team on 3rd downs. They mixed that up a little bit, but they're a coverage team, and they play an umbrella, 3 cloud kind of look, and they keep the ball in front of them, and we kept hitting the ball, and they tackle it, get on the ground, and be 4th and 2, 4th and 4, 4th and 3. So they did a really good job, I thought, of keeping the ball in front of them and playing at the sticks and not letting you get past that. So like I said, I do think they had a lot to do with that.
How close did the playoffs and things like that come to vanishing today?
I think it very much could have. It would have made winning out a must to have a chance. And you lose this game today, if you win out, you're still not guaranteed to get in. Now, I think it's still been a shot to get in, but it would have made it hard, So I think a 3-win Jackson State team deserved to get in the playoffs, just from years past and resume. But like I said, you didn't need to lose to 1-17, for sure. That don't look good to the committee. So, battle on the last drive was huge, to keep that deal. And, you still got everything sitting there alive, but you got to go play at Tennessee State. I hadn't seen scores yet. They're a good football team. They got players. You got to go up there and play. It's every week, and it is. It's so hard just to get ready every week, and just no matter who you play. I do think mentally we were ready to play. I don't think that had anything to do with it. I just think we were a little bit off offensively, and they played really good.
First defensive touchdown of the season. Guess it came at a really good time.
Had a really good time. We had kicked the 2 field goals for that last drive offensively, so we got the ball down there and didn't get the ball in the end zone, and then like I said, turnover bro come back and got us. The second half a little bit. We had 2 fumbles and an interception, and that's just one of them things. You cannot. I thought and we didn't go with 8:50 left in the game. We didn't go into a 5-minute kind of kill the clock, run the ball, get the time on the clock situation. And, bad read. That's a bad interception. You can't do that in that situation. We just got to continue to grow up. And you got to think the 2 quarterbacks we're playing still really young. Coop, this is his 12th game probably, I guess, 11th game. So he's still relatively young and growing and managing the game. I didn't think that drive we definitely didn't. We threw an interception that gave the ball back. Then the next drive we get a stop, we get the ball back, and we go into a 5-minute situation, and we didn't manage that situation well. One time we snapped the ball with over 30 seconds on the clock. You know, I'm not sure. I think we thought when Uriah went out of bounds, but the clock starts back. We don't recognize it. Still a young quarterback. You know, we blow 30 seconds there. You know, so this thing. Then we get a personal foul. I don't think we had many penalties at all during the game. Let's see, penalties. We had five for 50 yards. But that was a costly penalty right there. Yeah, we were still in would it have been a second 8, second 7. You know, we get that penalty, and guys laying on top of Uriah trying to get the ball off him, and he grabs him, pulls him off him. You can't do that. You know, it's just not very smart football. There's some things like that we still got to correct and grow from.
Injury stuff, Monty, is he?
Yeah, Monty's out at high ankle sprain. I think he'll have a chance to get back next week. Those things are tough to come back from, but he may do it. Monty can. You know, Skiz didn't play a lot today, but I think he'll be back full bore next week. You know, we didn't really intend on him playing any. You know, of course he wanted to start the game playing a little bit. You know, and he did, and he did pretty good. I think their movement up front kind of hurt us a little bit, you know, especially our young guys. You playing some young guys up front, I think it really hampered us a little bit. But otherwise, injuries, I think we're okay. Come out of the game pretty clean, I believe.
That was a bit of a struggle offensively, but you guys kind of came through when you needed to, like you said. How much is this kind of a confidence thing? You know, you even mentioned that this is the kind of game you need every now and then.
Well, I mean, I think every play you get experience, you grow from it. I think every game you go from. You know, win or lose, and especially, you know, winning a game like this, you grow from it. You know, first ball end of the year, very similar situation, had played very well offensively, played pretty good defensively, gave up a special teams touchdown, turned it over 4 times, and, you know, you sit there and you come up with a drive, and you go down, you're down a field goal, and you get the ball down in field goal range, and you fumble the ball. You know, you don't come through. So, yeah, otherwise you kick the field goal, and you play overtime, got a chance to win that game. Well, we made plays. You know, we got the ball in the end zone, we had to. And, you know, just regained the lead. So it was just big, I think, to get a touchdown there. You didn't have to have but a field goal. So I think it was good to get the touchdown and not have to rely on the field goal, you know, deal. So that was big because you're probably another intermediate ball away from possibly run the ball, taking the time out, get the ball in the middle field, kick the field goal, you know, win the game that way. But it was just good to get the touchdown that way, for sure.
You feel like from the A&T game to now, has that shown growth in terms of?
I do, yeah, and I think we'll grow from this one. There's just so many things that you can learn from, you know, football wise, and I think everybody you learn from experiences, just like life, and I think everybody will learn a lot from this game for sure. Very fortunate.
It looked like Pierce did a good job punting the ball. Could you talk a little bit?
He
about
did. He got a little
yourself?
happy after that first one. He ran with it a little bit and kicked it down about to 2 or wherever it was. The next one he ran with it, almost got the ball blocked. You know, so he hung on to it a little bit too long. But then, you know, the last kick he really outkicked his coverage. He kicked the ball, you know, so well. But he's a weapon. He's got a strong leg, and he's getting better every week. And it's good to see him get that confidence. And you know, we don't want to punt the ball out in the middle of the field. And even though he hit that ball really well, left in the middle field, now he's got a return on it. You know, he got a big return and was lucky to get the ball on the ground. You know, so we try to keep the ball outside the numbers, and you know, he's supposed to kick it over there, even though it looked good.
Did Marlin seem more active, especially in the second half?
He did. I mean, I think the deal with Marlon is, you know, he's a great football player. Made a lot of plays around here. Everybody knows he has not been fully healthy. You know, he's been nursing that deal all the way. I think the last 2 weeks he's the closest he's been back to his old self. You know, so he's coming along, and I think that's getting better with time. The kind of injury he had is kind of one of those deals where quads got to continue getting stronger, and it is, and he's playing well.
Zarek said that he felt like on that last drive he had a sense of urgency that maybe he lacked the rest of the game. Did you notice a difference in him in that last drive?
I would definitely say he's right. So we got to find that sense of urgency. So that's a good thing to work on for sure.
Thank you, Coach.